What's up, everybody? DustinDep here, and today, as you guys can see, I've finally got the Xiaomi Mi4 here for you guys. I actually ordered this as soon as it came out, but we had a bit of problem with customs and trying to get it in here. This is the WCDMA 64 gig in white, so let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed so we can start featuring it in loads of videos for you guys. So let's go ahead and cut this right here. This is not the version that has 4G for us. This is the Chinese version of it, so 4G is off the table for me. But fortunately, where I live in the UK, we don't have 4G here yet anyways, so it doesn't really matter that much to me. First off, you'll notice, like always with Xiaomi, they've got that great packaging, that recycled box, you know what I mean? It's like a really thick cardboard. It's a really nice premium feel to it. So we'll go ahead and set that over to the side, and we'll pull out the phone. First thing right off the bat, the edges of this phone are absolutely beautiful. It's got a really nice in the hand feel there. Yeah, let's set this to the side and see what else comes with it first off though. So we'll pull that out. Like always, you're going to get your micro USB cable. So there's the micro USB cable. Set that to the side. You're going to get your power brick for China, but that always also works for the US and stuff like that. No real use to me here. Inside this little booklet here, we will get our SIM tray tool, and then our little fingertip guide that is in Chinese. So, like I said, that's no real use to me there. We'll set that to the side, and I'm pretty sure that is it that's in the box. And yes, that is. With all Xiaomi phones, you do not get a set of headphones with them, but you can obviously purchase their piston headphones, which is what I recommend doing. So let's go ahead and set that to the side. I also purchased with this phone the Xiaomi official screen protector there, so we'll check that out in a bit. But let's go ahead and turn this guy on for the first time. Pull that off. Now this phone does have pretty impressive specs. It has got a full 1080p display on it, which is, you know, what you expect from a 5-inch phone. But the really cool thing about this is it's got a, I want to say, 8 megapixel front camera, which is unheard of, to be honest with you. And then the back camera on it is, I want to say it's 13 megapixels, but don't quote me on that. I'll actually have to look that up for you guys. But other than that, it's got everything you could want. It's got a beautiful screen on it. This isn't a sapphire display like some people thought it would be, but it is a really nice display. This back here is removable, so you can buy different backs for it, bamboo backs and things like that. The best way to take this back off is with a suction cup. So if you've got the little B-stand suction cup thing that Xiaomi does, that'd be perfect to take it off. This phone also features an IR blaster, which is great for you know, changing TVs. It can control loads and loads of different things, so that's pretty cool. Let's see, what else? This phone does not have NFC. So if you run a lot of NFC tags or anything like that, Xiaomi decided not to include NFC in this phone, which is a bit of a bummer because I like the idea of NFC, but while I like that idea, I can't honestly say that I've ever really used it. Maybe just a half a dozen times on some like signs in the mall and stuff like that, just to try it out. But yeah, we're really excited to get this phone set up and start using it. But let's go ahead and compare it size-wise to a couple other phones. So the first one that I'm going to compare it to is its predecessor, the Xiaomi Mi 3. And as you can see, the Mi 4 is it's quite a bit shorter than the Mi 3. So and it's also a little bit thinner width-wise than the Mi 3. If you guys can see that there. Width, it feels probably about the same. The curved edges on the Mi 3 make it feel slimmer than it actually is. I would have to say that this one, the square edges on this Mi 4 though, feel like you'd have a better grip, like you're not going to drop it as easy. It's got much smaller chins than the Mi 3 does. And then it's also got the USB port in the same place. So let's go ahead and check out some other phones here to compare it with. I've also got here, I've got the 2014 Moto X. Now the Moto X is really deceiving on how wide it is because of the fact it's got that curved back. So at its thickest point, it's definitely wider than the Mi 4. Yeah, and at its thinnest point, it's obviously a lot thinner, but it's because of that chamfered edge and that roll that it's kind of got going on there. This one is the leather-backed version. I'll have more videos on this soon. The Moto X here has got a 5.2-inch screen, so a little bit bigger screen. I would say the bezels are about the same though, and it is a little bit wider, the Moto X is. So we'll set that to the side. This here is probably what it's compared to most outside of Android users. So right there you've got the iPhone 6. The iPhone 6 only has a 4.7-inch display though, so quite a bit smaller display, which means that it's got a lot bigger bezels. Look at the top and bottom bezel. The bottom bezel is about the same, but the top bezel is quite a bit bigger. And obviously you can tell the screen size is a lot smaller. Now the iPhone 6 is a lot thinner than the Mi 4, but honestly it doesn't feel that much thinner in your hand. It does feel thinner, but I think these curved edges really deceive you on how thin you think a device is. And then the one device that everyone talks about which one to get is the OnePlus One or the Xiaomi Mi 4. So the OnePlus One is thinner. It does have a bigger screen. Sorry, this phone's pretty dirty at the moment. It is a lot bigger phone. It's a 5.5-inch display, 1080p as well, but the pixel density obviously is going to be a lot better on the Mi 4. So we'll just have to see. Hopefully though, come next week at CES, we'll see the next version of the Xiaomi Flagship, which will be a little bit bigger screen. People are saying anywhere from 5.2 to 5.7, so who knows? We will see. But that's it right now for the Xiaomi Mi 4. Please let me know in the comments below which phone you would like me to compare it to first out of all the smartphones I just showed you. I'll also have a poll on the MIUI forums, so you guys can go in there and vote. And whichever one you guys decide, it'll be the one I compare it to first. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments or anything you want to know about this device, please put them in the box below. Thanks a lot. At DustinDep. Peace.